All right, thanks for joining me today. I'm Paul Fontaine from Keller Williams Real Estate in St. Pete. We're doing something a little special today, and we have a guest star speaker. We're going to talk about inspections. Obviously, inspections are important in home purchasing, and we have one of the experts here. Welcome, Vito Bianca from Rock Solid Home Inspections. Thanks for coming.
Hi, thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so just wanted to do a quick video. A lot of times people are a little bit confused about what inspections to do and why they're important. And so typically I always recommend having a home inspection contingency on any offers when I'm working with buyers. And I think it's extremely important to do them. And today I want to talk about your thoughts on what important inspections you believe buyers should do, in Pinellas County and in Florida, and also why are those important to you. Take it away.
No, that's a great topic. Typically, a person looking to purchase property in the state or even in Pinellas County will benefit from having the full home inspection done, number one, and then on top of that, they may require the insurance forms like a 4-point or a wind mitigation inspection, and finally, particularly in our climate, having a WDO inspection, a wood destroying organism inspection would be, have a lot of value. I'll start with the full home inspection if that's okay.
Thank you.
The reason that's important is because a home inspection is the only thing that is protecting the client. Otherwise, you get what you pay for. Home inspections are visual and non-invasive. They're not going to predict stuff. They are going to be thorough and identify items that are significantly deficient or at the end of their service lives. For instance, leaking roof, cut trusses, wiring problems, testing outlets and windows, the condition of the structure, how the AC performs, etc. And by the time a qualified, thorough home inspector is done, even with the limitations imposed by the visual nature of the process, you're going to know the story of that house and have all the observations broken down into whether or not they were major or safety or more moderate or just to-do list items. Having a good inspector working for you is critical because we are literally the only people involved in the transaction who have no skin in the game at all.
Sure.
Pure objectivity when it's done right.
Yep. Do you recommend that buyers attend the home inspection?
Yes, and here's why. But a qualified yes. So your inspector is ideally going to walk you through that home and show you what he saw, unless, where it's safe to do so, and explain everything with a context that a written report sometimes can't provide.
Right.
Real quick, for instance, I might find 4 or 5 minor things wrong with a particular system like an AC, nothing big enough to negotiate, nothing big enough to warrant further investigation, and yet that will be the thing that fails you 2 days after you move in. Having that kind of context is key. Now, the reverse is also true. There may be things that read a lot more severe on paper that need to explain. If I took off all the outlet covers in a room, you wouldn't put your child down to play, and yet it's a 50-cent fix and 30 seconds with a screwdriver.
Sure.
So yes, please come, please attend.
Great. In terms of the next inspection, do you want to talk about 4-point and tell us what those 4 points are?
Absolutely. The 4-point is necessary in 90% of the cases. The insurance industry in Florida is booming, and they have never been more strict than they have been lately. What we have are 2 inspections with regards to insurance, a 4-point inspection and a wind mitigation inspection. The 4-point is a checklist that the state insurance Citizens has wrote, and most carriers will follow it. Your inspector fills out the form, he follows the checklist. Anything that qualifies as a deficiency will typically have to get corrected before it can be considered clean. And you need a clean 4-point in order to, bind insurance, and that's needed to close on the loan, get the title, and proceed to closing. So this has the added benefit of aiding in negotiation sometimes. It's not designed for that, but a lot of times it makes getting concessions from the seller that much simpler. I will say this on a 4-point, please do not consider it as a replacement for a home inspection. It is not nearly as comprehensive as a home inspection, and there are many significant issues that any home buyer, even the most seasoned veteran, would want to know about, and they're not even asked for on the 4-point form. So remember, don't replace it. And on the backside of that, with the wind mitigation, and all that is an inspection where we are looking for features of the home that might save you on insurance and premiums. Maybe they used a certain type of nail holding the roof down to the roof material down to the deck. Maybe they used straps that really hold down the roof to the walls. Maybe they have steel shutters. All those things have the potential to save you money as a home.
Great. So in terms of the 4-point, can you quickly give us what those actual 4 points are?
Absolutely. That's a great question. Thank you for keeping me on track.
Sure.
The form lists electric, HVAC, plumbing, and roof. Okay. And they have some specific things to look for on those checklists. Just be aware that there is a huge disparity among inspectors, as there are currently really no Florida standards on how these are performed, but there's nothing been mandated. So if you have 10 different inspectors, they're going to have 10 different opinions, ranging from fair to blind to everything. Every little thing they see goes on that report.
Gotcha. And in general, the reports show either satisfactory or unsatisfactory for each of those 4 points. Is that in general?
Yes, that's a start, but they do require additional notes, comments, and photos whenever something is considered to be unsatisfactory.
And like you said, if anything is deemed unsatisfactory, that can't be sent to an insurance company to get insurance and to bind insurance, because they won't accept it until they have a 4-point that is clean, aka satisfactory for all those 4 points. Correct?
In most cases, yes. As far as I'm aware, there are special contingencies, and there are also issues that, while satisfactory, you'll find that no carrier is willing to insure them. The carriers are, it's up to them and not the inspector at the end of the day.
Great
questions.
Thank you. And last but not least, our favorite critters, WDO, long name for a simple thing, but it's just anything that is a wood destroying organism, right? Termites, etc.
Right. That could also be fungus or beetles and things like that. But I am a pest control operator too, and I've had some experience dealing with termites in commercial settings. So let me tell you this: if you're looking to buy a home in Florida, don't skimp on the termite inspection, because, or better yet, skip it entirely and get the home treated, or at least under warranty, no matter what, bar none. Yes, get it inspected, because you want to know if there's obvious damage or anything that your inspector saw. But 2 types of homes in Florida: those that have termites and those that have yet to get termites. Mm-hmm. So unless everything in the home is made of something other than wood, forewarned is forearmed. And prevention is inexpensive. It really is.
So even if it's a block home?
Well, the roof is made of wood, right?
Sure.
And drywood termites will fly, get in. Now, admittedly, they don't do a huge amount of damage quickly, but they don't require going into the ground like a subterranean. Now, if the home is wood, obviously that's more of a pressing issue. But no matter what, if I have a block home with the trusses, I have someone come in there, spray the trusses with the proper treatment, and then you're done. You don't have to do anything after that.
Well, I appreciate your time and your expertise. I'll always recommend, Rock Solid Home Inspections if anyone is ever looking for inspections. And I just wanted to get together today to help buyers understand what's needed in home inspections. And also, hey, sometimes home sellers do home inspections also. So it's good for them to listen to that also. So thanks for your time.
It's my pleasure. And may I have a final word for your potential clients?
You may.
Give us a call. We have inspections starting at $245 only. We'll treat you like family and inspect every home like it's our own.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul.
Have a good day.
You
Bye-bye.
too, sir.